Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome back to my playthrough of GTA 4, and on today's part we're going to be doing Phil's missions, and we're going to start Pegerino's missions. Truck hustle.
That thing? Our friend did what? 37 at 8? No. What about them swingers? How's Marlene? The kids? Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go. Ciao. Hey, Ray. So, who's the pal?
Phil, you remember Niko? He's a good friend of mine. Can we talk?
Sure we could talk, as long as we don't talk too much. Interesting times, you know what I mean? Did you hear about our friend, the guy with the thing?
Yeah, you mean Harry, the guy with the hat?
No, the guy with the, you know, the bada-beep bada-boop.
Yeah, the guy with the... and the...
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I heard.
So be cool, Ray. Listen, I need to speak to you alone.
Yeah, Phil, see,
I
that's
love
the
their
thing.
accents.
I kinda know what you're gonna ask, and I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I can't do it, Phil. I got a lot of interest right now, business is really taking off, and I don't want any distractions.
Well, as you could see, I got my own issues here.
Look, Niko is good. He'll do what you need.
And you say he's a friend of yours? Sure. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Come here.
Now this is kind of realistic. This is actually,
The Triads have this big chunk of brown they're desperate to get rid of. Talking about it all over town. Wanting to offload it at any price. They think it's cursed or something. Prove it is. Take it from them. It's loaded into a truck going to Franklin Street in West Dyke. Get a hold of it and give me a call.
Sure, but Mr. Bell, it's going to cost you.
You got it, no problem.
Great. Say, nice stereo you got there, Phil.
Thanks.
Yeah, so Philly, you ever hear from your ex-wife?
What kind of question is that?
Just asking.
Get the hell out of here. Every time, this motherfucker. Ugh.
I hope I don't get a copyright claim for that trumpet music.
I'll be in touch, Nicky.
So now here's the thing, the reason that Phil, if you watch that scene really closely, that scene is actually really well done, and it's actually kind of realistic, too. Notice when Phil's, like, talking on the phone at the beginning, he's not talking about regular everyday stuff, he's talking about some kind of crimes, we don't know what. Like Jerry, he's also talking in coded language, and he's doing that primarily so that the police don't listen in on the call. And notice that when he tells Niko to steal the truck full of heroin from the Triads, they get up near the radio, and then Phil actually increases the volume on the radio. The reason that he's doing that is so that if there's like bugs around, you know, listening devices that the police plant, so that if they're there, they don't pick them up. So he turns up the loud volume on the radio, on the stereo, and then he tells Niko what to do. It's because Phil's paranoid about the feds listening in on him, and that's actually a real thing. You know, mafias, gangsters, they speak in coded languages. They'll go to different rooms to talk. They'll call from payphones, you know, not really that many anymore, but they'll also, you know, turn up the stereo and stuff like that, turn up the TV. That is all actually realistic. And the thing is, they probably got inspired from The Sopranos, because, like, this island, like I said, Alderney is based on New Jersey. This is New Jersey, and so, like, it's heavily inspired from The Sopranos, which is a mafia show, and in that one they do a lot of that stuff, so it's, and a lot of the actors from The Sopranos actually play characters in this game, too. Now this mission, I remember this is the cursed heroin. Just like the diamonds, the heroin is also cursed. It's also really bad luck. Whenever anybody gets their hands on the heroin, something goes wrong. Now this heroin, this is the exact same heroin that Johnny had early on in the game. So remember early on in the game when Niko met Johnny the biker and he went to that deal with Playboy, and it turns out that the contact was actually a cop? So this is the exact same heroin. The Triads had gotten it between that mission and now, and The Lost and Damned will explain how the Triads got it. The Triads are the Chinese mafia, these guys. Now this is gonna be good. And even the blind fire in this game is much better than in GTA 5. Still love the AK-47, 100% my favorite gun.
I've got him on lockdown. You glad you messed with me?
Damn, there's much more than I thought there would be. Make sure that you run with the submachine gun, because if you run with the assault rifle, Niko runs a little slower. Now this mission, I gotta steal this truck. Damn, this is just, oh man.
Can't they make this easy?
Oh no.
This better be good smash.
Oh no. Oh. No.
This heroine is cursed. You don't fucking want it.
I like how Niko says his heroine's cursed, you don't want it.
Phil, man, I got that thing you were after. What do you want me to do with it?
It's a wedding present from my nephew, Frank. Take it out to the big house off of Beaverhead Avenue. You know the one I mean. He'll be waiting there for you.
Gotta take it to the old mansion. Notice how Niko says, I got that wedding gift for you. He doesn't specifically say what it is. Here we got some really old abandoned mansion. I always wish you could go inside this house, but unfortunately you can't.
Hey, you Frankie? Your uncle asked me to give you this wedding present. You're a lucky guy.
I don't know about that. I gotta sit on this stuff until Phil gets over his paranoia, and we could ship it. Meantime, I gotta pack it into some cars that go faster than this thing.
Sounds like a fun honeymoon. Later on.
So that guy right there, that is Phil's nephew, and he is Frankie. He's most likely based on Christopher Moltisanti in The Sopranos, who is Tony Soprano's nephew, and both of them are kind of stupid. So you'll see Frankie again, but I think Frankie is based on Chris Moltisanti.
Your nephew's got his wedding present.
Nicely done. He's a good kid. He deserves something special. Hopefully he'll look after you. Niko, you looking for more work?
I'm always looking to earn a bit of extra cash.
Great. I know a guy who needs a man like you. Only operates on an outside line, though. Go to the payphone on the corner of Tulo and Hardpack. He'll call you.
Those are the Hitman missions, the Fixer missions. We'll do the Fixer missions probably when we beat the game. That's like an extra video, because the Fixer missions aren't related to the story at all, and you can beat them even after you beat the game.
Niko, I told Jimmy P about you. He wants to meet you.
Has he got work?
Yeah, he's got stuff that needs doing. Head over to his house off of Beaverhead and West Dyke.
Okay, so we're gonna meet the boss of the Pegerino family now, Jimmy Pegerino. We gotta go get a suit to meet him, I think. Yeah. I think you have to, I think you do need a suit to meet him. So let's go. You don't want to meet the boss without a suit. That would not be a good first impression.
We'll be there in no time.
Got a text message from Phil. Niko, wear some respectable clothes. Suit, tie, shoes, all that for the meet with Jimmy. So we got our suit on here, both in game and in real life. Let's go meet the boss, then Jimmy Pegerino. Imagine how funny it would be if he showed up to Pegerino's house with a tracksuit or with the garbage man outfit. to meet the boss, but I don't think that the mission would start if you did wear those clothes.
Yeah, I'm here to see Mr. Pegerino.
Well, I didn't think you were here to sell me insurance. So, you here to work for him, shoot him, or arrest him? Or maybe all three?
It's okay, Mrs. P. I'll deal with this.
Yeah, I'm in a life-threatening situation and I'm having a conversation here. He could have killed me. You're useless. Organized crime, my ass. With guys like you, no wonder this organization is doing so wonderfully.
You, Nick? Come on. Peg.
What?
Someone for you.
Oh, yeah. So, were you followed?
I don't think so.
Ah.
I mean, who knows?
Exactly. I mean, we can pretty much guarantee you were followed. The question is, did you know about it? And right now, I don't know the answer to that question. But to be honest, I don't really care neither. I know enough about you, your cousin, your friends. I know a lot of people around you end up in jail.
Some maybe.
But that's the same all over town. This is a dying game.
I don't understand.
I mean, I'm gonna ask you to deal with a problem. And you're gonna deal with it. Or you're not gonna deal with it and you're gonna be a problem that somebody else has to deal with. But me, I ain't doing nothing.
Yes, okay. So what's the problem?
We'll get to that. Anthony!
Yo!
Did Phil call?
Not yet, boss. Ray called.
Ray called.
Of course he did. I wonder, is it better to have a talented snake or a stoical lion who's gonna be cut down in his prime? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't understand what you're talking about.
You do. But I ain't gonna push. Anthony, get in here!
Boss?
Where's Big Pete and Marco?
On their way.
Listen to me. Here's what the plan is. Me and two of my guys gonna meet with a couple of boys from the Papanos family. I need these guys if we're ever gonna be taken serious. You know, get on the commission. Now the thing is, these guys ain't, shall we say, shown us the appropriate respect in the past. I want you to run security. Keep an eye on things, because they won't be looking out for you. Ah, here they are. It's either them or the cops.
It's them. They're outside. Looks like Ray's here too.
I know it's them. God, give me strength. I'll be out in a minute. Look after Ray till I get back.
Hey, Tone.
Hey, Ray.
I need to speak with
Hey,
Pegerino.
what are you doing? He's busy.
Hey, Niko. Oh, boss, salve.
Get up.
I'm sorry,
This
boss.
guy's everywhere like a freaking cockroach or something, huh? In a good way.
Ray, you and me is gonna talk. The boss has got business.
Yeah. Boss, I got you this because I care.
You boys have fun.
I wonder what that was that he got him, something pretty expensive. But now, the thing about it is, Pegerino is a very interesting character, and I'm gonna have a whole lore video on Pegerino, so if you guys love my Mafia lore videos, I made a lot of those on, like, GTA 3 and Liberty City stories, because Rockstar actually does, you know, do a lot of research when they, you know, do the Italian Mafia in their games. I'll have a whole lore video on the Pegerino family after I beat this game.
What are you waiting for? Hit it! Let's go! You guys all friends now? Nice. You best hope you made a good first impression on Niko, boys. He's gonna be the one looking out for you during this meet. Well, he's being paid to look out for me, so saving you guys' asses will be overtime.
That's just if the shit goes down, right, boss? The Papanos wouldn't fuck with you.
Wake up, you fucking mook! Everybody's trying to fuck everybody. We're just hoping they got the manners to smile to our faces before they do it.
You giving them a nice little offering, though, Skip. They ain't gonna turn up their noses at that.
God, give me strength! It's like I'm dealing with children here. No wonder I ain't on the commission when my muscle is this stupid.
If the Papanos is a Liberty City family, what are they doing coming out to Alderney for this meet?
I let them operate out here from time to time. Papanos work a little shy business on this side of the West River. They also control a few bookies. I don't mind them taking a bite. I don't even make them give me a taste. Hopefully they're gonna respect that when it comes time to asking them for a favor.
You can't be too confident if you got me here.
Your insurance. I'm the captain of this ship because I look at every possibility. Check to make sure my ass is covered in each situation. I think about what's gonna happen if this guy screws me, if this one turns states, and so on.
That's why you're the boss.
Shut up! Jesus, you're worse than my mother. Anyways, that's why Ray ain't ever gonna make it to the level he wants to reach. He's too busy thinking about himself. That diamond fuck-up is case in point. I'm like a fucking chess player. You're covering me for 6 moves ahead when me and the Papanos is just putting our first pawns out there on a checkerboard.
Ah, I like what you did there, Skip. Real clever.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just shoot yourself to save me the trouble of doing it? Can you, Marco? Jesus!
So, that unique conversation that you can have, and there's actually a second conversation that sometimes plays, depending on, when you start this mission. But, so Pegerino, they're not part of the Pegerinos are not part of the 5 families. They're a family out here in Alderney State, which is, based on New Jersey. The 5 families in Algonquin or Manhattan. And,
give him the rifle, Marco! You expect him to start throwing empty cans from up there if this thing kicks off?
No way, Skip. Here you go.
a nice sniper rifle.
Niko, go up into that building. There should be a spot where you can see over the meat. Don't start shooting unless they attack us. I don't want this thing screwing up for no good reason.
Go to the vantage point and watch over the meat. So basically, what's going on here is Pegerino is trying to get on the commission. If you don't know what the commission is like a ruling body of the 5 families. And, there are mafia commissions that exist in real life. That's what they're inspired from. The Godfather actually shows this really well. So the commission is like, the group of like the 5 families that meet together to discuss businesses and resolute conflicts between one another. And Pegerino wants a seat on the commission. Currently, he doesn't have one. And the Papanos are expanding into Alderney, which is, the territory that he tends to control. Now, the Pavano family, this is a family that he's going to be meeting with. The Pavanos, they're stronger than the Ancelotis, which we've met earlier. But Pegerino is going to be giving them an offering. So hopefully they, help him get a seat on the commission. Okay, so there's Pegerino. He's going to be meeting the Pavanos. And the thing is, the Pavanos, this is already a red flag, because the Pavanos didn't even send a capo for this meeting. So you have the boss of the Pegerino family coming in, and they didn't even send a capo regime for the meeting. So that's already a red flag. And this is also, Niko also has the most sniper missions out of all the characters in the GTA series. And I think that's because he's inspired by Sasha from Behind Enemy Lines, and Sasha is a sniper in that movie. Okay, so let's watch over this meeting here. Let's see how this goes. Okay, now we gotta save Pegerino. Pegerino's hit. Marco and Pete are dead. So the Pavanos tried to have Pegerino killed. And the thing is, though, the Pavanos, Pavanos are a very strange family. There's not much information on them, but the reason that they're strange is because they're led by a woman. And the reason that that's strange is because the Italian Mafia, normally they don't let women into their ranks. The Italian Mafia is very sexist. So usually women are not members of the Mafia, usually. It has happened, though. This has actually happened in real life. But usually they're not members. There's like mafia wife bosses that are like really influential and powerful, but they're not full members of the mafia. This, on the other hand, the Pavano family is actually, their boss is actually a woman. So that is a bit different. But the Pavanos, they're based on a real mafia family, like a lot of the other families. They are, and there's a real life mafia family that was led by a woman. I'm trying to remember the name of the family. I don't think I remember the name, though. If anybody in the comments knows, let me know the name, but I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't think I remember, though. But this was a real thing. Okay, we got the armor here.
The fucking Papanos! If the rest of the commission knew they did this,
I'm sure the whole city will be up in arms.
the motherfuckers trying to whack me at a sit-down! They're trying to make off with my tribute! The fucking nerve! We're gonna ice those fucks, Niko!
So now we gotta get the offering back from the Papanos. And the thing about this is the,
Alright, let's get these slime ball bastards! People like that give Italians a bad name. Whatever happened to the honored society and all that shit?
Can't say I know.
I didn't even send a fucking capo! This is a declaration of war! The Pegarinos and the Papanos are hitting the mattresses! You heard it here first!
I saw it through the scope on that rifle.
We're gonna get that gift back and make this crew pay for their disrespect! Come on!
So Pegerino actually said what I said, that they didn't even send a capo. I actually completely forgot that he said that. But that was already a red flag there. And the thing about this is this mission isn't really clear because it makes it seem like you're supposed to blow them up because Pegerino's like, we're gonna ice them, Niko. And the first time I did this, I actually blew up this car, but if you blow up the Pavano car, you actually fail the mission because the offering gets destroyed. And it actually happened to me the very first time I played this mission. So what you have to do is just follow them and eventually they'll crash. Okay, here we go. Offering. Okay, we got it back.
Here you go.
You're a good earner, Niko. Take me back to my place.
Now, Pegerino is a real piece of crap because he completely forgot about his two guards that died, Marco and Pete.
I can't believe that Papanos would treat me like this. Pegerino name should mean something to them. It means something in Alderney. Even if it don't in Algonquin. They better not think of crossing that West River and not looking over their shoulders.
Too bad about Marco and Pete.
Marco and Pete? Oh yeah. Those guys didn't make it, did they? Well, too fucking bad. They knew what they were signed on for. Weren't complaining on the way out, were they? No, they weren't. Happy to be on board with the skipper.
Yeah, well, they seemed like good kids.
Ah, these kids come and go. It ain't worth paying attention to them until they prove they can survive. I just move on and hire some wannabe wise guys off the street.
It's that simple?
Has to be. I only start paying attention to my crew when they start putting me in an awkward position. Either because they know too much in my rat, or because they got too much power and they're too smart to get themselves clipped. Ray was nothing to me until he started earning big and sticking his nose in places that didn't belong.
Rats seem to get everywhere you don't want them to be.
The only way you know is by finding their shit all over the place in the morning. Phil's different. He's been my man for a while. I mean, how much can I do with a guy who ain't a full Italian? He's 90% Irish. It don't do too well for the reputation of us Pegarinos, having St. Patrick that high up in our organization. You see the respect we're getting out on the street? Jesus!
Okay, so a few things here. First of all, Pegerino is a piece of crap for what he said about Marco and Pete, because Marco and Pete were loyal to him. They were loyal to him, and they tried to protect him, and they died for that loyalty. And yet, he doesn't even have one good thing to say about them. He just says, oh, well, too bad, they died. That was just it. That's, you know, how crappy of a person Pegerino is. And, secondly, you know, Pegerino's a bit dumb. Because, and I'll do a video explaining on why the other families don't respect him, but there's actually a reason why the other mafia families don't respect him. But like, Pegerino, for instance, he says, I just hire any wise guys off the street. That's not smart. And that's, that makes it very easy for the police or rats or, you know, other people to infiltrate his family.
You did good, kid. Kept your head when everyone else was losing theirs. Sometimes literally. We're gonna need your skills again soon. Arrivederci.
Well, at least Pegerino paid good for that mission, 10,500. But he pretends like he's some type of, like, genius boss, but in reality, he's not that very intelligent. Okay, I think we can call Roman,
Niko, my cousin, give me some tales of the Liberty City underworld. I'm curious.
Maybe if you give me tales of a womanizing gambling addict.
That's a low blow, and B. Seriously, what are you up to at the moment?
I've been working for Jimmy Pegerino, the head of that Alderney Guido family.
Yeah, the head of the family. Is he a big-time gangster like in the movies, then?
Wants to be. Keeps talking about being powerful. About getting on the commission with the 5 big families. I just hope he's got enough power to be able to find Darko Brevich for me.
I hope you'll be able to relax when you do finally find him, Niko. Speak soon.
So there are several conversations that you can have with Roman in the game where Roman will actually, you can actually call Roman after specific missions and have a unique dialogue with him. You did well last job. Come see me, the boss. So you see, this is exactly, you know, one of the reasons that Pegerino is not taken seriously. I mean, look, this is something like a child wrote. You did well last time. Come see me, the boss. Like, who writes that? Like, would a mafia boss actually write that in the text? The boss. It's, first of all, you know, that's just something, you know, the police read a text message like that. It's nothing incriminating, but at the same time, it's implying that he's a boss of a crime organization. And secondly, who says that? The boss. Like, it's just, it shows you, you know, why Pegerino doesn't get the respect from the commission that he thinks he deserves. Payback.
Hey!
Who you waving at?
Feds, I think. They always drive past at this time.
Does that worry you?
When you marry a dragon, you gotta expect a few knights are gonna turn up to try to slay him. Jackasses. All of them. All of you.
Nice talking with
Whatever. You have fun. Pick a swell guy to kill. Hopefully someone with a young family who really miss him.
Hey!
Hey!
Is Mr. Pegerino around?
Sure. I'll get him. Boss!
Anthony, will you shut up? In fact, will you fuck off? Go on, get out of here. Don't come back till you get a brain implant or something.
I'm sorry. I'm
Nice to see you, Niko.
You too.
I got a couple of things I want to talk to you about. First up, can you kill this shithead?
Sure.
Second, come in here.
fuck.
So, listen, we got a bit of a problem with the Papanos.
Yes, I noticed that at your meeting with them.
The way they look at us, we're bottom feeders. Always have been. We ain't a real family to them, just a bunch of Guernsey Goombas. When things are cool, we're getting fucked.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sure. Listen, some of their boys are in town today. Gonna collect their piece of an Alderney bookie ring. Where it is, they're at the diner in Acta. Find them, and follow them to the meet. You disrupt it, and I'll let you keep the money. But make sure you hit the Papanos real hard! Capiche?
Yeah, capiche.
Thank you.
Drive to the diner, okay. Now, here's the thing. What I was saying earlier about the Papanos, with them being led by a woman, like I said, you know, it's strange because the Italian mafia is usually, they're really against that, usually. But it has happened in the past, and I'll tell you this, even though, you know, women are not technically full members of the mafia, they're not made, a lot of mob bosses, like women, have actually been really ruthless, and they were actually the brains of the operation. So sometimes, like, the wife of, like, a big mobster is actually the brains of the operation. She's actually, she is actually running much more things than her husband. So that has happened. And the thing is, this actually throws the police off, too, when they're trying to, like, investigate, when they're trying to investigate the mafia, or they're trying to look into them.
I think that guy works for the Pegorinos. God, they must be desperate. Let's lose him on the way to the meet.
Chase the Papanos. Okay, so we gotta follow them to their meeting now. This is a bit of a chase that we have here now. Oh, I forgot that they shoot at you in this mission. Damn, I shouldn't get that close then. Whoa. This is Alderney City or Jersey City, that's what it's based on. Whoa, whoa. Okay, here we go. Wipe them all out.
I'm getting out of here.
Okay. I got a grenade. What am I doing? Throw this in. Blow up their entire garage. Okay, now make sure that you pick up the money that the Papanos were carrying in this mission. Because a lot of people, they actually missed that. Okay, now we got the cops on us. Let's get the hell out of here. Notice how the cops in Alderney have different uniforms than the cops in Liberty City. So I like that attention to detail. It shows you that it's a different state. But they still drive LCPD cars. It would have been interesting if they had like Alderney State Police cars. I'm sure there's a mod on PC for that, but it's still this is a different state. This isn't Liberty City, even though it's part of the map. There we go.
I got that stuff, Jimmy.
Well done, my boy. I hope you made him suffer. Gave some of that Alderney Pegerino turf. Is there a nice little haul in it for you?
All right.
Well, maybe you'll give me a little taste and something up the ladder. That's how us Italians been doing things for centuries.
Good thing I'm not Italian.
This is what typically happens is that when mobsters pull off their own score, like their own like little job to make money, they have to give the boss a cut. And if they don't give a boss a cut, like if a bunch of mobsters commit like a robbery or some kind of scam or whatever else they're running, and they don't give the boss a cut, and the boss finds out about that, they're dead. That is pretty much a death sentence not to give the boss a cut. But I guess Niko doesn't have to give Pegerino a cut here. In this case, it's a little bit different because Niko is not a full member of the mob. You know, he's a hired gun, so he doesn't really have to give the boss an offering. Okay.
Niko, I've been invited to your cousin's wedding.
I didn't think you guys knew each other.
Nor did I. He called me up and said that you really liked me and wanted me to be there. Is that true, Niko?
I guess it is.
I'll see you at the wedding then.
So Kate's been invited to the wedding. Let's go on a date with Kate right now. I've been trying to go on dates with her on every part that I can.
Kate, hey, it's me, Niko. You wanna hang out?
Oh, I assumed you must be dead.
We just talked.
Sure. I'm not doing anything now, actually. Come by.
See you soon.
I assumed you must be dead. What kind of... That's just, it's... Damn. You all paper?
Bellic, I want to introduce you to John Gravelli, head of the Gambetti family. He needs help.
I'm already working for a mafia family. They're scum.
The Pegorinos? They're not a family. Gravelli is the only man who can get what you need done. He's in Schottler Medical Center. Tell him you were sent by a mutual friend. He's expecting you.
Okay, so we'll on the next part we'll be doing Phil's missions, and then eventually we'll get to John Gravelli's missions. But let's go on this date with Kate right now.
Let's do this!
Hey, you! Shall we go?
Are we able to go bowling with Kate? I think we are, so we'll go bowling, because I haven't gone bowling with her yet.
With all that money you steal, you could at least get another outfit. Sorry.
Come with me. I've got jewels.
Oh, what, you can't go bowling with Kate? Really? What? You can't? Wow, I actually didn't know that. I guess I don't remember a time when I went bowling with her, but I didn't know that you couldn't go bowling with her. I thought you could, since it is on the map. Well, I don't know, unless it's like a glitch or something, but like you should be able to go bowling with her. I don't see why not. Okay, I guess like you just can't go bowling with her then.
Favorite of mine. Places like this, I mean.
It's always something.
I'm so full. I think I might burst.
How was your mother?
You know, just waiting around and wasting time until she can join my father in the eternal splendor of heaven.
Do you think that is where he is?
I hope so. I don't want to believe that every man in my family was as bad as my brothers. My dad was a drinker and he sure had a temper, but I believe in my heart of hearts that he was a good man.
What did your brothers think?
They hated him. They'd fight with him and scream at him and run away for days at a time before he dragged them home. None of the boys liked my dad, and he didn't appear to like them much either. He believed in discipline, you know?
What was different about you and him?
I was his princess. I was the little girl. And I didn't give him a reason to discipline me. I guess I played up to it even more because my relationship with him was something I had that the boys didn't. Dad drove my brothers mad. I sometimes think that the reason they act the way they do is rebelling against him. Sorry, Niko. Talk about armchair psychology. I'm boring you.
Not at all, friend. Families are strange things.
And if you actually hang out with Packy, he'll actually say how he hated his dad, but Kate says that she loved her dad.
Good night, Niko Bellic.
Okay, so I guess we'll wrap it up here on this part, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.